No frills, the yellow sign, the no-nonsense branding, the promise of rock-bottom prices. For millions of Canadians, it's not just a grocery store, it's a lifeline, a place where you can stretch your budget, feed your family, get through the month without breaking the bank. And in a country where grocery prices have skyrocketed, No Frills has become more essential than ever. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Not everything at No Frills is the deal you think it is. Some products are shockingly low quality. Some are repackaged versions of rejected goods from other stores. And some are priced cheap for a reason, because they cut corners you'd never expect. Today, we're exposing the No Frills foods you should never buy. These aren't obscure items hiding in the back of the store. They're popular products that millions of Canadians put in their carts every single week, without realizing what they're actually getting. Let's pull back the curtain. Number 1, no-name deli. Meat. Walk into any No Frills in Canada and head to the deli section. You'll see it. No-name deli meat. Sliced turkey, ham, chicken breast, all in plain yellow packaging with simple black text. No fancy branding, no marketing gimmicks. Just meat. Cheap meat. A 175-gram package of no-name shaved turkey costs around $2.99. Compare that to name brands like Maple Leaf or Schneider's, which cost $5 to $6 for the same amount. It feels like a steal. But when you flip the package over and read the ingredient list, something doesn't add up. No-name shaved turkey. Ingredients: turkey, water, modified cornstarch, salt, sodium phosphate, sodium erythorbate, sodium nitrite, and smoke flavoring. Let's break that down. First ingredient, turkey. Good. Second ingredient, water. That's a red flag. When water is the second ingredient in deli meat, it means the product has been pumped full of water to increase weight and reduce cost. This process is called plumping. Manufacturers inject water, salt, and phosphates into the meat to make it heavier. You're paying for water, not protein. One food industry analyst from Toronto explained it this way. No name. Deli meat is mostly water and fillers. You're buying a product that's maybe 60% turkey and 40% water and additives. It's legal, but it's not what most people think they're getting. Then there's modified cornstarch. This is a filler used to absorb the injected water and give the meat a firmer texture. Without it, the meat would fall apart because it's so waterlogged. And the preservatives? Sodium phosphate, sodium erythorbate, and sodium nitrite. These are used to extend shelf life and maintain color, but they're also linked to health concerns such as heart disease and kidney failure. Sodium nitrite, in particular, has been flagged by the World Health Organization. When exposed to high heat during cooking or digestion, it can form compounds called nitrosamines, linked to an increased risk of cancer. One mother from Mississauga posted on Reddit about her experience with no-name deli meat. She wrote, "I bought no-name turkey for my kids' lunches because it was cheap. After a week, I noticed the meat had a weird, slimy texture even though it wasn't expired. I checked the ingredients and realized it was mostly water and starch. I switched to a better brand and the difference was obvious." And she's not alone. Thousands of Canadians buy no-name deli meat every week thinking they're saving money, but they're not buying quality protein. They're buying water, fillers, and preservatives shaped like turkey. And if deli meat can be mostly water, the next product takes it even further. Number 2, no-name frozen. Chicken breasts. The chicken. That's 30% salt water. Chicken breast is lean, high in protein, a healthy staple, and no-name frozen chicken breasts seem like a great deal. A 1 kilogram bag costs around $8.99. Compare that to fresh chicken breast at $14 to $17 per kilogram, and it feels like a no-brainer. You buy it, you freeze it, you use it for meal prep. But here's what No Name doesn't tell you. That chicken has been injected with a salt water solution, a lot of it. Look at the fine print on the back of the package. Contains up to 30% retained water. Let that sink in. Up to 30% of what you're buying isn't chicken, it's salt water. So when you buy a 1 kilogram bag of No Name frozen chicken breasts, you're actually getting around 700 grams of chicken and 300 grams of brine. You're paying for water, but the problems don't stop there. When you cook this chicken, that water has to go somewhere, and it does. It evaporates. One home cook from Calgary tested this himself. He bought a 1 kilogram bag of No Name frozen chicken breasts and weighed them frozen, 1 kilogram. Then he thawed them, patted them dry, and weighed them again, 820 grams. Then he cooked them and weighed them a final time, 680 grams. He lost over 30% of the weight he paid for. He posted his results on Instagram with a photo of the shrunken chicken on the scale. His caption: No Name chicken isn't cheap. You're just paying for water that evaporates the second you cook it. Buy fresh chicken and save yourself the disappointment. And it's not just about weight, it's about texture. When chicken is pumped full of salt water, it becomes spongy and bland. The salt solution dilutes the natural flavor. The texture becomes rubbery, and when you cook it, it doesn't brown properly because it's releasing so much moisture. One chef from Vancouver explained it on his YouTube channel. Brine chicken is fine if you do it yourself with fresh chicken and quality ingredients. But mass-produced frozen chicken that's been injected with cheap salt water? It's garbage. You're better off buying fresh chicken on sale and freezing it yourself. But here's the worst part. The label says up to 30% retained water. That means it could be more. Some batches could have 35%. Some could have 40%. There's no way to know, and No Frills isn't breaking any laws. This is legal in Canada. The Canadian Food Inspection Agency allows up to 30% retained water in frozen poultry as long as it's disclosed on the label, but legal doesn't mean quality. And if frozen chicken is mostly water, the next product is barely food at all. Number 3, No Name. Cheese slices, the cheese product. That's not really cheese. Real cheese is made from milk, cultures, enzymes, and salt. That's it. But when you pick up a package of No Name cheese slices at No Frills, you're not getting real cheese. You're getting something called processed cheese product. And there's a big difference. Let's look at the ingredient list. No Name processed cheese slices. Ingredients: cheddar cheese, modified milk ingredients, water, calcium phosphate, sodium citrate, salt, potassium sorbate, annatto and sorbic acid. Notice anything? Real cheddar cheese is listed first, but it's followed by modified milk ingredients and water. That means the majority of this product isn't cheese. It's a blend of cheese, milk powder, whey, and water, held together with emulsifiers and preservatives. Legally, products like this can't be labeled as cheese. They have to be called cheese product or processed cheese slices. And that's exactly what No Name does, if you read the fine print. But most people don't. They see the word cheese on the package and assume it's real cheese. It's not. According to Health Canada's food labeling standards, processed cheese product must contain at least 51% cheese by weight. The rest can be fillers, water, and additives. One Toronto-based food scientist broke down what's actually in processed cheese slices. These products are engineered for shelf stability and cost. Efficiency. Real cheese melts because of its fat content. Processed cheese slices melt because of added emulsifiers like sodium citrate. It's not the same thing. It's a cheese-flavored product. And nutritionally? No. Name cheese slices are worse than real cheese. Per slice, 21 grams, 60 calories, 4.5 grams of fat, and 270 milligrams of sodium. Compare that to a slice of real cheddar cheese. Per slice, 28 grams, 110 calories, 9 grams of fat, and 180 milligrams of sodium. The processed cheese has 50% more sodium, and while it has fewer calories and less fat, that's because it's being diluted with water and fillers. You're not getting the protein or calcium you'd get from real cheese. You're getting a cheap imitation. One mother from Ottawa posted about her experience switching from no-name cheese slices to real cheese. She wrote, "I used to buy no-name cheese slices because they were cheap. But my kids noticed the difference immediately when I switched to real cheddar. They said the no-name slices tasted plasticky, and they were right." And that's the thing, kids know they can taste the difference because processed cheese product doesn't taste like cheese. It tastes like salt and chemicals held together with gum and oil. If you've made it this far, you already know something most shoppers don't. No Frills isn't the villain. It's the illusion. The illusion that cheap always means smart. That a lower price automatically equals a better deal. That yellow packaging means you're winning. But here's the truth. No grocery flyer will ever tell you. If you're paying for water, fillers, and additives, you're not saving money. You're just spending less up front. And that's exactly how millions of Canadians walk out of the store thinking they beat the system, while the system quietly beats them back. So now I want to hear from you. Have you noticed the waterlogged chicken, the rubbery deli meat, the cheese that doesn't taste like cheese? Or is there a No Frills product you swear by? Drop a comment below and tell us the best, or worst, grocery purchase you've made there. Your experience might save someone else hundreds of dollars this year. And if this video opened your eyes even a little bit, do 3 quick things. Hit like, so more Canadians see this before they fill their cart. Share it with someone who shops at No Frills every week, and subscribe because this is just the beginning. Stay tuned for part 2 as we are not done exposing the foods you shouldn't buy. The yellow sign promises no frills, but smart shopping, that takes receipts. We'll see you in the next one.